It's all imaginative. I'm laying here thinking about how there's a particular desire that has manifested, and I think that upon its arrival, I would like to tweak it. And I want to voice this because I think that a lot of you may have experienced this, whether you want to tweak a manifestation or simply manifest a particular desire. And I'm using that term for lack of a better word so that you can comprehend what I'm discussing here. But this is about embracing a different identity in the face of the identity's old fear. Its old fears, rather. Because when you observe something that is unwanted and then immediately know what you do want, that desire is already complete. It is oftentimes the very reason for the existence of the issue. This is why I don't want you all to curse your circumstances or blame yourselves for them or blame them for what's going on with you internally, because it's all you being expressed in physical form. It matches what you expect, and you only expect it consciously or not. You are still aware of it. That is the common denominator, whether you are conscious or not. Awareness is. Awareness does not shut off because you didn't know that you made this event for yourself. It was always on, and that's the issue. You've placed it on things unbeknownst to you repetitively throughout your life, and it has manifested in experience for you. That is so important for you to understand, because when you do, you'll know that it's not your fault. There's no need to beat yourself up about it. All you need to do is learn from it, know it, understand it, and recalibrate. Use the same exact know-how, now that we're smarter, but in your favor. Use it to back you up in the face of whatever, and you'll be good no matter what. Because when you're in the right frequency, nothing can go wrong. That is a mantra you need to come back to as well. It will help. Even if you don't know it right now, guess who does? Awareness. And you can be that just by the repetition of you coming back to the selection of it over and over and over again, no matter what. Nobody's coming to save you. The only person that can do this work internally is you. So again, I'm thinking that I want to tweak this manifestation because I don't necessarily know if I want it anymore. Go figure. But instead of identifying with a being who is participating in the pondering of what to do or how to do it or how to tweak it, why not use that very same awareness that it is taking me to have this conversation with you about it, and the very same awareness that I am using to ponder on it, to simply be the resolve, the solution, the completion, the wholeness, the recalibrated effect. Why can't I just stay there instead? This is embodying the wish fulfilled. You can sit there and wonder how to do it and what rules to apply and should I affirm for it and what am I going to do? You can do that. You very well can do that. But eventually, with focus, I need you to direct that very same attention because you are utilizing awareness, the one that is all and creates all, to participate in a being who's trying to figure it out, when you can use that same awareness and participate in the being who already did. Because guess what? Despite your confusion over here, despite your pondering, despite all your rule seeking, and if you're doing it right, and should you do it for 3, 6, 9 times, and all of this bullshit that doesn't matter, God is already done and complete in being the version of you who has it and is simply present in it. And if you line up with that presence and be in it with it, life has to reflect to that. As long as you know that nothing that shows up against it can keep you from receiving it. That means no circumstance, not your cousin, not your auntie, not your brother, not your uncle, not your granddaddy, not your mama. Nobody can change the facts that you have created for yourself thanks to the renewal of your mind, meaning you've used your mindset to choose over and over and over again, because now we're at a state of trust. I trust that I can have my back. Why wouldn't I back myself up? I am unconditionally loved. The bigger portion of me wants me to win. But at the end of the day, it is still neutral. And it is that way out of love to you because it is the gift of free will. Don't get mad at God. Get mad at you for utilizing God incorrectly. Y'all want to curse God. I do it too. But really, it's us cursing ourselves. See how there's no separation? You doing that is you cursing yourselves because can't nobody create your reality but you. You and your awareness. You and God. That's why this shit is personal. And you need to take dominion over your reality. You need to step into your position and hold yourself accountable for that which you prefer. So instead of pondering on how to figure it out or what should we do, how about I know that despite me not knowing what to do or how to do it, I'm going to get what I want anyway. I want something better. I want something more. I want a more immediate resolve. I am the immediate resolve. Despite what it may look like, despite the time and all of the stuff that's approaching me and the fears and the discomforts and the wonder of the unknown, I can still sit in the awareness of being someone. This is now me placing awareness on someone. Remember, this shit is all imaginative. This is why we create. Everything that we have came from an imaginative state. Your ideas, your impulses, these inventions, this phone I'm talking into was an idea. It was imaginative first. This whole reality we're in is imaginative. Even how you perceive it to work is imaginative. That's why there is no right or wrong. Do you understand? This is why I tell you, you can't mess it up. It's all imaginative. Matter of fact, I'm going to name this that. It's all imaginative. You decide. And think God is all imaginative. Doesn't that align with free will? How could there be any limits and you have free will at the same time? That doesn't make sense. If there was if there was limits rather on your capacity to expand mentally, then that would mean you don't really have free will. You are so free, as Abraham Hicks has told us a million times, you are so free that you can choose bondage. So there's no limits. Your mindset can stretch to the point of bondage so far that that's what you will experience, because that's all you ever think of. It's all you ever identify with. It's all you ever validate within yourself because of your past, because of your experiences. And yes, the experiences are true. Yes, they are real, but you do not have to keep validating that they are so over and over and over again. How's that been working for you? It doesn't. Newsflash, it fucking doesn't. And it's not fun. The results of doing that is not fun. When instead, you can creatively, because this is very intelligent to do as well, because it puts you in a position to back yourself up in the face of whatever and still come out on top. This is the identity of fuck it frequency that I want you to align with. I'm trying to cover you on all bases here. You got to follow me. We are going to place that same awareness instead on the versions of ourselves who wins anyway. No matter if we're afraid, no matter if we doubt it, no matter if we're scared, because like God, we're going to be more like God. Because like God, despite how we feel about any of this shit, God is still whole. God is still complete. God is still all things finished, including the version of you who is pondering on the bullshit, as well as the version of you who is not. The decision is yours. Did you hear that? I know you did, because I could not have said it any more clear. So with that being said, because I know better, I am going to sit in the fact that this is going to work out in the favor of me and how I want it to go, what I would prefer. I know there is a larger portion of me that would not prefer the potential outcomes of this manifestation. So I am going to trust that that bigger portion of me is having my back in this moment, even though the scene of my movie shows zombies, cars blowing up, shit on fire. I have to trust that at the end of this, which is where I will remain consciously, goes in my favor. Did you hear that? I know you did. I don't care what the scene looks like. I don't care what actor or actress you may see right now. I said that this is a Denzel movie. Do you understand that? I don't care if right now you only see Halle Berry. So what? I said that this is a Denzel movie. And in the next scene, that's who you see. Do you understand that? And shout out to Chris the Wiz. He put that in such a clear perspective in one of his videos the other day. And I will put it in the comments or the description so that you can see it as well. I love his work. But yeah, it makes perfect sense. We get upset because the scene looks different right now, but it doesn't change the movie. And the director of the movie is you. You get to say what the next scene is. Not the current scene. The current scene that you already created, wrote out and scripted and had people, they already showed up for that circumstance. Yeah, we know it's ugly. So what? That came from the old script. We're writing a new scene now. Or a new scene was written. That's even better because you don't even have to write it. It's already done. I keep telling y'all, you can't make done more done than done. How is done going to be any more done than it already is done? See how that don't make no sense? Remember the last video when I said my boyfriend wasn't feeling well? He was down, but it still didn't matter because he was always the person who also received the job that doubles his income. That's fuck it frequency. Fuck the circumstances. Fuck what it looks like. Fuck if the scene has Halle Berry in it right now. I say that this is a Denzel movie. Period. And you have every right to do so. Why? Because awareness resides in you. The very thing that is everything resides in you. And by design, by birthright, because you exist, therefore you matter, therefore you're important, you have every right to place that awareness, that attention. The one common thing that does not change. Rather, you are aware of awareness being your only Lord and Savior or not. It doesn't care. It still remains the same. Electricity is going to shock you whether you are aware that it's present or not. If you get in proximity of it, your ass is shocked. It don't care if you knew that it was there or not. It's the same thing. Shout out to the Rosie Life. She said the same thing. For so long, we've been separating subconscious from conscious. But the one thing that has remained the same is consciousness. Awareness. That's the common denominator. Stop separating these things. This is why I'm teaching you and have taught you all-inclusiveness. Learn to accept these things because they're all you anyway. Get over yourself. Stop being so emotionally attached to your emotions even, as well as if you're doing it right or wrong, or to your tools, to affirmations, to visualizations, to manifestation, period, to watching yet another video. You are too on it, and that's why you're exhausted. You are too on it for something that is already complete. Do you see the contradiction? That's like me laying in my bed right now, affirming for a bed. This is a brand new bed. Why would I be affirming for this very same bed that's already done, that's already complete, that's already whole? And let's say for whatever reason, I couldn't see this bed that I'm laying on right now, but I'm frustrated because I don't have one. It would be foolish for me to continue to participate in that frustration, although I can, because it doesn't make any fucking difference. You know why? Because I identify with someone who's going to win anyway. And that's why I want you to do it this way, because it covers your ass. It's a CYA thing. Having this identity frequently visited through your perception, which takes attention, which takes focus, which takes awareness, the only Lord and Savior, which resides in your mind, which means only you can do it. Avatar, human, pioneer of consciousness, operator of God. It's one and the same. You're operating it and it's operating you. Being a character played by God is your purpose. Lucky you. How lucky we are. to be characters played by God. And I am telling you to be like God and pretend to be his ass back. You want to pretend to be me? Bet. How about I want to pretend to be you too, buddy? I'm going to be the you that I've always wanted you to be for me. I'm so glad that we are in cahoots together now. I'm so glad that we understand each other and are on the same page. Because check this out. I don't give a fuck about none of this stuff that's happening out here. I know and accept that I've made these things so for me. And as much as I'd like to sit around and fix them and do all of these things, that is your job. I have now decided that I win anyway. I get what I want regardless. And you keep visiting that enough over and over and over. And I promise you, life is going to reflect it back to you. You're going to believe it more. You're going to choose it more. And it's going to reflect more. And you're going to believe it more. You're going to choose it more. And it's going to reflect more. And you're going to believe it more. And it's going to do this whole thing. It's kind of like a chugga, 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 chugga. It's a momentum that you're building. This is frequency. It is a occurrence that is repeated frequently. I need you to understand that because that should free you in itself. You should run off from this video and be just fine from here moving forward. Because now you know what to do. I just told you, and if you don't understand, run it back. You visit it frequently because repetition is the grandfather of knowing. And once you believe it and see it enough, that too in itself was repetition. You see how many times I said it? You choose it. You manifest from the identity of it. You then believe it. Therefore, you choose it again. It's the same shit that you did to experience what you're experiencing now. Whether you knew you were doing it on purpose or not. Why? Because awareness is going to be awareness, whether you know it's being awareness or not. It's always existing. And it's in everything. And it's in whatever is responsible for making the sun come up every day. Do you understand that? You trust that? It's in whatever is responsible for creating the laws of gravity. You've never floated up in the morning, have you? You trust that. All I'm telling you is to trust that you can put that very same essence of power on the completion of you being a winner regardless, and life has to reflect that. You got to take a chill pill though, which is why I teach you to manifest calm. Go back. If you need to, go back. But I have already taught you this. And really going backwards is irrelevant. You need to be here, now, present, and consuming the comprehension of what I'm trying to inform you of, what I'm trying to teach to your soul who already knows what I'm saying is so. That's why you're listening, because it knows. And it's why I'm talking, because mine knows. My soul knows. I can't help but feel like the information right now is so important, now more than ever. I was just telling my boyfriend that I don't even care about being perfect anymore. For the longest time, I let that interfere with how I wanted to move with my channel, everything. I don't care anymore. When I first started this, it was to be creative. And so that if my kids needed to ever figure out how to navigate through reality, they can come here and watch what I have to say about it. That's the purpose of my channel. This is not about y'all as much as I love you all. It was never initially about you all, and that's what made me thrive. But the moment I started to care a little too much and overthink and overprocess, it got unfun really fast. And you can see it. Those of you who have been here from the beginning, you've watched it. You've seen the uprise and the fall. And I'm telling you right now, with Fuck It Frequency, I don't give a fuck about none of it. Now more than ever, I just want to create. I want to express and I want to articulate what I understand for real. That's it. And I know only because I'm really, really smart that the result of that is inevitable. The result of that frequency of just letting go and being your authentic self bears its own fruit. And I'm expectant of it. And that's all I'll say of that. I don't care about it to overthink it anymore. But I know that with that energy, that I don't care kind of energy, and it's not an I don't care like I'm giving up, it's an I don't care. I'm going to put it all on me. I'm going to bet on me. I'm going to move in the direction that I keep trying to move me in, because clearly something has my back, and it has shown me that it has always had my back my entire life. And it's been showing you all the same things. Let's be honest. How many times have you gone through something in some way, somehow it worked out? It's the same consciousness. The same thing that has my back has yours too. The only difference between us is that on a scale from 1 through 10, we all believe in something having our backs differently. I may be at an 8 versus somebody else may be at a 3. And guess what? Life is showing them that it is at a level 3. That nobody shows up for their ass because they're just that powerful. They don't know they're doing it to themselves. And a lot of you do. A lot of you are coming to grips with that. A lot of you are accepting it. But some of you who are new to this work, and if you're new to this channel, you don't know that you are doing the circumstances that you hate the most to yourself. And that is a hard pill to swallow, because a lot of you are going to say, well, I didn't ask to get fill in the blank, because I'm not going to go there with you. My circumstances and yours are not the same anyway, so I can't go there with you. But I do understand your perspective of questioning. But this is bigger than that. If we keep our minds open for real, let's play with perspectives. What if you chose it prior to coming here? What if you knew that it would make you stronger? What if you knew that it would initiate the correct questionings that put you in the proper positions for the right people and the correct events, good or bad to you, doesn't matter, but it allows you to want for the exact desires that your soul is yearning for you to experience in physical form. How's that for perspective? Again, you need to adopt the exact perspective that always has your back. The one that shows up for you in the end. And I can't do that for you. You have to creatively think for yourself. How can I think about this in a way that still allows me to win? And every time you choose that, that is fuck it frequency. We are not saying fuck it to life. We are saying fuck it to what we created by default because we didn't know any better. And that's okay because now we do. So fuck it. This is who I am now.